Ladies and gentlemen, the Kyle Dubas era has ended. Take a look at the press release released by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sure, we had the tweet done by Elliot Friedman earlier on today, but let's read everything that it is the Toronto Maple Leafs have to say about Kyle Dubas and his departure from the team. The Maple Leafs have announced that Dubas will not return as GM. Brendan Shanahan, president and alternate governor of the Toronto Maple Leafs, announced today that the club has decided to part ways with GM Kyle Dubas. Dubas' contract is set to expire on June 30th, and he will not return to Toronto's GM helm next year. I would like to thank Kyle for his unwavering dedication over these last 9 seasons with the organization, including his last 5 as GM. Kyle fostered a great culture within our dressing room and staff, and consistently pushed to make our team better season over season. We wish Kyle and his family the best moving forward, and thank him for his valuable contributions. Now, Kyle Dubas, I believe he said himself that if he does leave, it's not going to be like, oh, he's going to jump ship and go to a completely new NHL team right away. Nah, based off of the comments he had made, based off of everything that he had been talking about, it looks like this is mostly a family choice for him, that even though you could say, oh, he got fired, no, it's that his contract was expiring and he's not going to go out there and renew it. There was a lot of conversation about family, and it appears that for a guy that's so young like Kyle Dubas, who has been working in the NHL and the OHL, doing his thing and just working his way up the ladder the entire time, I mean, he's made a lot of money, right? What's the harm in taking some time off and going back to spend it with the ones you love? Kyle Dubas has been an absolute workhorse the entire time, youngest GM in NHL history. We all kind of know the stats here. He helped build the Matthews era. He had this entire team that just couldn't get past a first round. They finally did so this year, and then they crapped the bed in the second round. But even though the teams never really had a good amount of playoff success under Kyle, you can't go out there and say the guy didn't do his job right. He made trades, he made acquisitions, he signed contracts, he followed up on his guarantees. We can and we will. Guess what? They could and they did. They brought back all of these players together under the same salary cap, and he got it done. Sure, it really limited the Maple Leafs and the rest of their financial capabilities, but still, the Big Four got it done. Morgan Rielly got it done. Jake Muzzin got it done. The goaltending, well, you never really solved it per se. You got a good enough tandem in Samsonov, and I guess you were supposed to say Matt Murray, but no, we'll just say Wall for now. And at the end of the day, this is a pretty good team that Kyle Dubas has built. It's just, I don't know what happened, dude. This team and the way they're able to show up one night and completely disappear the next, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a very strange ability to do that. And because you have yourselves the departure of Kyle Dubas, you may be seeing Sheldon KEEFE next. You may be seeing Brendan Shanahan next. You may be seeing Mitch Marner next. Who really knows? Some NHL GM is going to come out here, take over Toronto, and maybe decide to blow it up. Who really knows? There are a boatload of things that can happen next when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Kyle Dubas deciding not to stick around could have been that first domino. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Kyle Dubas leaving the Toronto Maple Leafs, not renewing his contract with the team, and what do you think this means for the rest of the people involved? What does this mean for Marner? What does this mean for KEEFE? What does this mean for Shanahan? What does this mean for Matthews and Tavares? What does this mean for Morgan Rielly? What does this mean for the way this team is going to look next year when the Maple Leafs have a new guy in town who's going to have an offseason to work with when it comes to building this team? Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.